Hi Scorpio, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your mid-August money and career tarot reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Do keep in mind this is general, so just take what resonates. But as well, I do want to say I appreciate your love and support on this channel for this video specifically. Anyways, we're going to begin. And jump right into it and pull from this tarot deck that I just added to my collection. And so let's see what we get for you. Okay, I'm hearing a move of residence, potentially for some, or you may feel as if things are just shifting in the right direction for you. I feel as if there could be some blockages or one blockage removed for you, and it feels like things just start to progress in the manner that they're meant to. And it may feel like things have been just kind of a bit of a whirlwind or moving quickly, a lot of changes, developments, progress taking place, and that you just can't catch your breath. But even still, I feel as if there's a blockage being removed. What do we have for Scorpio? Okay. We have the High Priestess, Death, and the Empress, as well as the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Wands. I feel as the way I just laid out the cards, that's kind of your vibe, where it's like, it doesn't need to be neat. It doesn't need to be perfect. I just want to get it done, okay? Laying things out on the table and just seeing how you feel about it, okay? I'm hearing abstract. You may be creating art or viewing art. Things may feel quite abstract, a little bit out of order and just peculiar is what I'm hearing as well. It being a second half of August where you're just getting the job done and seeing it successful and doing it your way, marching to the beat of Scorpio and just saying, well, just look at the end result, okay? Just let me do things the way I do it. You'll see that it's successful. But you may find that there are certain levels of regulation, rules that you do have to follow in the midst of in between all of your ways of accomplishing, or your one specific way. But I do feel as if you are seeing that things are falling into place. Now, the fact that I was struggling to speak a bit, you could be feeling a bit anxious at certain moments due to the energy or just your own thoughts and all the other going on, but you could be spiritually messed with. It is a spiritually second half of the month where you're just allowing for oneself to go with the flow, or just trying to do your best to go with the flow, but it feels a bit all over the place again. And you're just allowing for something to come to an end, or you're just simply feeling depleted, okay? You're feeling as if Spirit's literally pushing you at times to adjust your perspective, or just to put certain habits to rest as far as where you spend your money or how you proceed at work. Potentially your habits when it comes to your mind, okay? Your thoughts, stress levels need to be minimalized at this time. But I do feel like you are at times thinking you're an Energizer bunny, okay? But then at other moments in the month, it's like you physically or mentally just can't proceed with what you've been trying to accomplish. And I feel like it's Spirit saying, or your body's saying, you just need to rest, okay? You need to replenish one's mind, body, and soul. But anyways, I feel as if there's a huge part of you that feels like this Queen of Cups, male or female, in touch with your feminine side, and just a bit emotional, but very motherly in nature, wanting to take care of people, places, situations, feeling attracted to children and animals. And I just feel as if that's benefiting your job or the business you're running, okay? Feeling as if you're just, and that's coming through in the Empress as well. You're allowing for oneself to recognize or to remember that your bold way of being, even stubborn in nature at times, is very much how you've, part of why you've gotten to where you have for your business success or your job success, okay? But I do feel like you are, I'm hearing teaching, but I do feel as if you are charging forth and showing people that you are passionate, but at times that passion can be a lot for certain people to grasp or to handle, or it may just be too much for certain individuals, certain personality types. So I need to remember the type of, or just take a moment to assess the type of personality or the type of energies you're communicating with, okay? And how to best adjust, adapt, so they'll digest what you're communicating, okay? Because I feel like there's a lot of communication and strategy, planning wrapped up in your work throughout the month. I do feel like you're a bit impatient, okay? And wanting things to just flow in the way that they're meant to. At times, there's going to be a reminder from Spirit and the universe that things are happening the way they're meant to in divine timing, not necessarily how you wish them to come to be. Just keep putting in the effort and allow for things to develop and progress in the way they're meant to. And you'll see at one point that shift and kind of lift off in a sense as far as progression goes. Yeah, simply waiting for your ship to come in, okay? But thinking about and being reminded by Spirit that you deserve this happily ever after. But what is that for you, okay? Whether that's a specific amount of money you want to save, a perfect position for oneself, job-wise, or it could just be that perfect move of residence. For some of you, there's more than one thing you have your eye on or just being pushed to reflect upon in a positive, optimistic way where it's doable, okay? That's how we're going to manifest it. But when you feel it's right for you, then you move towards it. Or you just bring it up in conversation, say it's a promotion with an authority figure or something of the sort, or just start applying for that job or researching for that move of residence. But I feel as if there's just a lot of thinking about it, being pushed to do some research potentially, or just figure out your own individual timeline. Some of you planning for something that's already meant to be put into place in the near future. But I feel like there's some conflict, with children or just with people in your work environment or where you live. It could be both. The energy seems a little tense at times, and you just want to escape it or solve it, put it to rest. There's a problem-solving way about you at certain points in the second half of the month, and I just feel like it's making you feel a bit depleted. But I sense that you just need to trust your intuition and tap into that creative solution, analytical side of you at certain points, but don't let it take over completely to the point where you don't listen to how you feel at certain points, because your emotions, again, are helping you with your work. But I do sense that you will easily come up with the solutions if you just take a deep breath and give yourself a moment to tap into that analytical side, okay? But when you're feeling like the wounded warrior, I do sense that certain small self-care routines at the end of your work day or just in the morning, whenever you can, even on your break, allow for that to carry you through or just replenish you in one way, shape, or form. But I do feel like you're bonding with people at work, okay, or through your business, energetically or just in person. There's an exchange happening. I feel like a network connection or just somebody offering you something and you can offer them something in return. Your helpful nature, once again, may tie into that. But I do feel like you are at times embodying this emperor way of being. I'm hearing this is somebody else. But yeah, I do feel like you are embodying this at certain points, but I feel like there's an emperor that comes to your rescue or helps you out, or you just need to request something from at a certain point. But I feel like there's just a change in your business or a change in the job you're working, or again, a change in your mindset at a certain point, your approach. You may have once done things so strictly by the book, right? And then you just decided, you know what, I'm going to do it Scorpio's way. I'm going to do it my way. I am going to see things turn out the way they're meant to. And then that's the change that's taking place. It's going to differ from case to case, but there is some level of change taking place, or at the very, very least, you're thinking about change for the future once again. You're being noticed, okay? You're being put on stage. People like your vibe, your energy at times, but also people just feel as if you know what you're doing because you're exuding that energy. And that's a fact. You do know what you're doing. There's a level of victory at certain points in the second half of the month that just keeps you going. It makes you feel stronger. It reminds you why you do what you do, or why you want what you want, or both. You're one victorious individual, and nothing and nobody's going to get you down. That's the vibe, okay? You will feel restricted at certain points, but I do sense that you'll overcome that or just move towards what you desire. Again, being noticed. Family, friends, people outside of work, outside of your business will be noticing you. I sense that numbers are going up, or you're just seeing yourself succeeding and people noticing that. You feel like a storyteller at times, wanting to update people on your workday, but don't overdo it for one's energy levels, your stress levels, but also for the sake of other people, okay? You want them to keep listening is what I'm hearing. But there is part of you that's thinking about what you desire, what you don't have, okay? World World traveling is coming to mind at certain points, and that's totally fine. Allow for yourself to recognize that you deserve more. You deserve more. But what is that for you individually? And I feel like you're going to be gifted an opportunity moving forward to expand, to travel, or just to see things turn in the right direction for you. Okay. But when you feel inclined to move slowly, do so. Okay. Allow for yourself to recognize that this is a second half of the month where you're seeing things again lift off or turn in the right direction for you, and that's beautiful. Okay, it's meant to be. And I just feel like it could come with a little bit of stress at certain points, but just be honest with oneself. And I feel like you're going to be truly honest with others, and that will help you with your work, with your success, with your victory. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.